How much are you charging for your programs at the minimum?
So 15,000 3 months, 25,000 6 months. This is what I'm charging. So May I think I made 60,000, and then the next month 70 to 80,000, and the next month July or so. That's when I made 156,000. That's the highest ROS of I spent only 6 to 7,000, but I made 156,000. Again 170,000, and again 180,000 also. This month 225,000 cash collected. Now I have a team of 4 people working with me.
Amazing. That's amazing, Satish.
I learned
Yeah.
more than my previous program where I had paid 3 times of TGO. So when I joined TGO, I learned way more than what they thought.
Hi everyone.
Yes.
So we have with us Sathish, who is one of the TGO heroes, right? And we are very glad to have him, for this podcast. He could spare us 30 minutes of conversation, so that everybody else who's watching this can take inspiration on how Satish went from being an offline coach to now a completely online coach, running his entire business, in a very systematic and scalable manner. So Satish, welcome to TGO Heroes podcast.
Thank you, Akshay. That really appreciate the way you introduced me. So really excited to get on the podcast and share my experience and journey, and also inspire and educate. Also share my story with the audience so they can find their own journey.
Perfect,
Let's
perfect,
start.
Satish.
Perfect.
So, for people who don't know you, right? So, just tell us a bit about yourself and how did you get into fitness and what were you doing before joining TGO?
Yeah, so I'm Sathish. I'm 23 years old, just 23. So I'm from Bangalore. So to go back long time ago, how I got into fitness, Bagi 2, Tiger Shroff. So I went to that movie with my friend. I watched those muscles of Tiger Shroff. Yeah, Tiger Shroff,
Yeah.
and I was like really, really impressed as to how he was looking. And that's the time I saw someone in that much muscular in a big screen, and that really made me curious to start building muscle and focus on myself. So that was back 2017 or 18, pre-COVID, and that's when I installed that home mobile app where you can get abs in 30 minutes of home workout app. So that's how it started. That time I was in college. I got to my college. I could not afford the nutrition part, the eggs, be it chicken or whey protein. I could not afford it at all. So I quit gym. I quit dieting, everything. I was going to college, and then I while working the college, I somehow got a job that was paying me well. And then instantly, as soon as I got the advance from my manager, I instantly went to the gym the same day. I paid the membership and I started again. So that was in 2021 or so. And ever since then, I was working a corporate job, and I was parallelly working on my fitness and learning nutrition on my own by following YouTubers and getting some courses. And I thought this corporate work is like so boring and it's hectic. I don't feel anything here. That's when I started exploring some programs that helps coaches go online, help getting clients. So I enrolled in the program. It was good, but it was not that great, and I took a pause. I by the time I had quit my job because I wanted to completely go all in. But once I came all in, I could not sustain here because I was not getting any clients. And then I got a job as a trainer, as an offline trainer. And then after 3-4 months of working there, that's when I started seeing Akshay on my Instagram feed a lot about getting clients online by running ads. I never ran ads. Didn't know anything about ads because I tried something on my own, but I had messed up something, and I was zero confident. I had zero confidence that I can do something online. I thought posting content is the only way for me to even onboarding clients, but it was not consistent. I mean, it was not sustainable for me. But I just booked the call with your team just to see how it goes. What do you guys offer? And the call went well. I made the deposit. I joined in, and a lot of hiccups. And after that, I again resumed back with ads and a lot of learnings from Harshita, Abhishek, Anubham, and Madhushi. And here I am. I again quit that offline trading job in April. Now I have a team of 4 people with me.
Amazing. That's amazing, Satish, to hear your journey, and we'll deep dive more into different aspects that you touched upon, right? So once you quit your corporate job, you tried here and there on online things, but then you had to again take back a job as an offline trainer, right, in a gym.
That's
In a gym.
correct.
You
That's
did that for
correct.
2-3 months, right? So what was going
I
through
did
your
that for
mind
a
as an
year.
offline trainer? Sorry,
I did that for a year.
for a year. Okay. So
Yeah,
how did
as
that
an
go?
offline coach.
How did it go, and what were you feeling about, and why did you want to go online then?
So I was trading my time there, and I did not have any time freedom because in a gym, uh, Thursday was my week off. Sunday, my friends would call me, let's go there, let's go here, and I could not make time for them because Sunday I had to take classes there, go and work with the clients. So I was a strength and conditioning coach, so I had to take the group classes. So people would book the class at 8 p.m., 9 p.m. I would go home late. So the amount of, and there was also cap of how much you can earn, no matter how much you how hard you work. You cannot exceed 33,000 in a month. It's just not, it was not practical, and you had to work a lot for a very long time to even get a small promotion of 3 to 9%. So I could not sustain it. My energy and my body physically, I was taking a hit because I had to stand for hours and hours, and I could not even have the make energy for my own workout session. That's when I thought I should take something. I should take this very very seriously, and then I found TGO, and I learned a lot.
Amazing.
I learned more than my previous program where I had paid 3 times of TGO. So when I joined TGO, I learned way more than what they thought.
That's kind of you, Sathish, and so when you were doing this job at this gym, so when was a time when you actually enrolled in TGO? Did you completely ended the job, or you started in the middle while you
Actually, I started in the middle.
Okay.
See, my gym, it does not allow me to take on clients outside. So what I did was I started the ads, but I excluded Bangalore. So none of my colleagues, none of the gym people would see my ad. My ads would run across the entire India, but except for Bangalore. So none of my colleagues gets to know. So anyone gets reported. So I was guilty, and I am guilty of what I did. But I did not sign up clients anyway during those times. And later, after I quit my job, like 2-3 months ago, I started including Bangalore, and some of my colleagues got to know. Of course, I quit my job now anyway. They don't care. Now I included. So yes, it was a back and forth of me opening up my phone and replying to people who DM me and scheduling the call. So even scheduling a call and getting on the consultation call was a very very hard task for me because I had classes going on. I could not manage those. So that was challenging for me.
Understood. So when you were doing this and you were like juggling, running your, starting to build your online business with TGO and on the side doing the gym training, right? And especially trading those hours and then spending so many hours on the gym floor. How did you manage that? How much time did you invest initially, and how did you overall try to manage that?
So I wasn't getting on the TGO calls very very actively. So I would join on the calls whenever I have some hiccup or wanted to get some ad reviews. I would make some time to work on the either image ads or video ads. I would post them, they would get approved, and on a day I would get like 10-15 messages, DMs. But initially it did not take any time at all. I only had to pull up my phone while I was coaching people. I messaged them, but many people would not even come to the stage where they end up getting on the call. Many people would just ask what you charge, what is the cost, what you offer, and so on. So most of the time I was just wasting on the DM. I did not even get a lot of people on the calls because the quality of leads I got was very very bad because I did not know what to say on the ad, how to target, and so on. So I was spending 1 hour to 2 hours a day in just replying to leads, which was not giving me any results anyway. And I had a lot of iterations with getting on the calls with Abhishek and Harshita, their responses, their feedbacks. And then I made some video ad. I transitioned from image ads to video ads. I tested some 2 to 3 variations, and it became a boom. My CPR was 4 rupees per lead. I was getting a DM for 4 to 5 rupees a lead. And yeah, that got me a lot of clients and leads in a span of 1 month. And after I started getting leads, I continued the job for 1 month, and that's when I got the confidence that I can rely on this online thing. My ads are working. So a few of my clients, if they're ready for next month, that will pay off for the salary I'm getting here. I took the hard decision to quit the job again, and it worked. Things are going better since then. Some months were down, but still, I never made anything less than my salary in the last 5-6 months.
Brilliant stuff, Sathish. So, well, you were, like you said, right? It's very difficult to go beyond 30K, 33K in an offline job which you were doing. But when you quit, right? What was the revenue in that month when you didn't have the job, but that was the first month as an online coach?
You mean after I quit the job, the next month?
Yes.
Yeah. Got it. So April, that was, I think I made 60,000 or so.
And how much did you spend on the ads to make 60,000 rupees?
200 rupees a day is 6,000 rupees for a month. So I think, 10 to 15
10x.
ROAS.
Yeah. That's
my highest was 26 ROAS.
And how did the journey go? Which month was it where you made 60,000 rupees after quitting the job?
May month.
So then in June, how did it go? How much did you spend and how much did you make a return on?
So until April, March, June, until the last 2 months, it remained 200 rupees only. So May, I think I made 60,000, and then the next month 70 to 80,000, and the next month July or so, and that's when I made 156,000. That's the highest ROS of I spent only 6 to 7,000, but I made 156,000. That's the highest I ever made. The next month was a dip where I made only 60,000 again. After 156, 60,000 again, 170,000, and again 180,000 or so. This month 225,000 cash collected.
Brilliant stuff. So this month you've already touched 2.2 lakhs, and that is the amount that they have committed and you've got in your bank account, right? Then some people they would pay the deposit amount and they will start next month, or they would have
money that I receive in my bank account is 225,000 roughly. We are expecting 60K to be on a contract to come to us in the next 10 days. And also, of course, every 1 or 2 days we are onboarding new clients. So the cash keeps coming in.
So what is the ad budget right now to make almost 3 lakh rupees a month? How much are you spending on ads?
Now it's 500.
500 a day. That's still 15,000 rupees a month, right?
Yeah, GST and all, I think it gets to like 18,000, or we can say 18,000. So I think that's good enough ROS.
Yeah, I mean,
because I talk to other coaches as well, and they spend a lot of money, and the results are between 1 to 1.5 lakhs.
That's amazing. No, for sure. I mean, spending 18,000 rupees to make 3 lakhs in contracted, I think that's a huge jump. So a lot of people think, Sathish, that I need to be a meta expert. Sathish might be from some another planet where he already knew ads, and he must be a master of that. So what is your advice, and how difficult was it for you to learn the meta ads?
So the way that they teach the curriculum, the videos module are, if you just go through it, if you actually understand what is it that they are trying to say and make you understand, things will be smoother. People make it very complex that should I keep advantage plus on or it off? Should I go with this kind of ad, that style of ad? At the end of the day, what Ashita and Abhishek was trying to say is meta algorithm is changing. It wants to take control, but you just give them money, and if you give them good ad creatives which the audience like, which they feel resonated, which they feel inspired in a positive way, then it is going to good leads. So that kind of made sense. I imitated it. Of course, it did not work on the very first ad, but when I started to get it perfect every time, it started working. So if you keep the ad simple, if you just focus on making the ad resonate with the audience, inspire them, and get them to take some kind of action, that itself will get the job. And I have no idea about anything in the meta ad level because my own ad account was stuck. I'm using my brother-in-law's Facebook account for this. So I just followed what they teach on the curriculum and also on the feedback calls. And if I still open my ad account, how 90% of the things I don't even know how they work. I structured everything in the proper way, so everything is perfect, crisp, and clear. Nothing is in everything is safe.
Brilliant
So
stuff.
the
Satish.
foundation is set.
Yeah, I completely understand. Now, let's say though we understood that you're spending money on ads, you mastered ads by yourself through the curriculum and asking on the feedback calls, getting that support, and now you are making that return, right? Spending 18,000
Correct.
last month, 3 lakhs.
Correct.
So now a lot of people also have that misconception that in online coaching you can't get results to people and people don't really pay for online coaching. Is that really true?
That is not true at all because I have helped online to my demographic is men who are above 100 kgs and I help them get below 100 kgs. I coached a man who is around 135 kgs to 90 kgs. So that's almost 45 kgs lost completely online and never see me offline at all. It was only just chat. We would rarely get on a call. So probably every 2 weeks or once in a month, I would get on a call with them. I would explain things. But we were in touch with the voice messages and so on. The check-ins were going smooth. So it just probably because they haven't seen the proof, the validation isn't there for them personally. They might have that thought. But online coaching works very well just like offline does. Even more because offline is you are limited with communication. You can only speak to your coach when you actually step into the gym. But with online, you can just pull out your phone, send them any pictures. Hey coach, I came to supermarket. Can I have this particular food? Is yogurt better or should I go with a protein shake? And you can instantly give them feedback. Just pull out your phone, talk to your clients as if you're talking to your friends, but by of course keeping boundaries and goals. So that's it.
That's pretty interesting. So, how did you package your online program? Like, what do you sell, and what is your package include overall?
Yeah, so we only focus on 3 month and 6 month. That one mistake that I was doing initially, where I was losing a lot of clients, was letting clients inside your program for just 1 month. That is very low friction. People will get inside, but unless you are very, very, very experienced coach, everything is systemized and so on, it is not going to work sustainably. You have to keep 3 month packages or 6 month packages. 1 month is not sustainable at all. You might get a lot of signups in, you might get the initial quick cash flows, but you will see a lot of drops in after the second month. When I cut down the first that 1 month coaching and just kept 3 month and 6 month, that really worked well. And coming to the deliverables as to what I offer in the program, in my program, I have a thorough onboarding form. Let's say someone makes a deposit or they pay in full. I send the form. Please fill up this form. The form will have their details about their food preference, their age, of course, their background and everything. Any health conditions that they have. Do they require any blood checkup that has to be done, and so on. So it has like 150 questions that they have to answer. Once they fill up the form, I get on a call with them to explain something. I give them access to the training app I have, and I get on a call with them and explain the diet, workout, done. I give them access to everything. They start with the plan by 1 or 2 days, and every week we have a check-in.
Brilliant stuff. And how much are you charging for your programs at the minimum? I'm sure it must be variable based on how much effort is required from your end and the duration. But averagely, what can people expect that you can charge in online?
I'll tell you how much I started charging. 3 months before I was charging 11,250, and 6 months somewhere I think 18,000 or 20,000. Later I increased the price. 3 months 15,000, 6 months 25,000. Still I'm keeping the same because I want more people to come in. I want even more testimonials. So I collect more validation that my coaching works, and then I'll be increasing prices. So 15,000 3 months, 25,000 6 months. This is what I'm charging. Compared to other coaches, it is actually very far below. but I want more testimonials now, and that's what I'm charging.
Brilliant stuff. And that's a very good lesson and business principle that you mentioned about, right? That you, at the end of the day, you want to build more trust with your audience, right?
Yeah,
And you want more proof on your page. And once you have more and enough, proof on your page, it's much easier for you to pitch higher amount as well, right? And I'm
correct.
pretty sure that, in the coming months or so, you will be charging, double of what you're charging right now. I have no doubts that you'd be
It is that.
easily able to scale it through that. Amazing. Now, in terms of getting results, right? You mentioned that, okay, people are able to get results and everything, right? Now, there are far too many coaching apps out there, right? And there are far too many companies selling the programs for very, very cheap, right? 5,000, 6,000 for 3 months and all that, right? So how do you differentiate yourself, and do you think the online coaching is saturated and now it does not make sense to go online?
Not at all, because saturations occurs when you look like everyone else, when you look the same as ChatGPT. So even ChatGPT can give you a workout in a better structured way for your both for your workout and for your diet. It can even look at your blood report and give you analysis on that. It is that smart, but a human touch is required. So what I offer different is I don't offer anything rocket science, but the way I speak to my audience clients, they resonate because I'm coaching men, only men who are 30, 35 plus and who are above 100 kgs, who have a very low energy, low confidence. Some of them have some medical conditions. So I put all of this in a well-packed way, and I speak in a way that they can resonate. Okay, this person has helped a lot of people very similar to me, so he can coach me and help me as well. So that social proof and relatability, I think that is working for me. And yeah, I think if people just focus on making the client, the lead, feel heard, that itself will make them trust you. That itself will push the needle a lot more than people think.
Yep. And sounds brilliant, right? I mean, you have been able to package a solution around it, and you have been able to scale it well as well, right? Now, talking about scalability, you also mentioned that you have a team member, you have a couple of team members now, right? So, what are their roles? How did you hire them? And then, what is your goal for the future for this company?
Yeah, so it all started when after I quit my job, it was only me. Of course, I had 24 hours in a day to do everything, but it kind of gave me brain fog. I could not handle DMs, I could not handle getting on the calls. So client acquisition itself was taking a lot of time for me, where I could not give enough time for my active clients. Active clients are the VIPs, so they deserve a lot more efforts and time from us. So I first hired someone from freelancer.com to handle my DMs. So I gave him training. So I was getting 20-30 DMs a day. I hired him for 5,000 rupees for the first month. He was doing well. He was booking me calls directly. And then I could not take on the calls because we were experiencing no shows, and a lot of people would reschedule. Again, my entire day would just go on there. I used to have some time in with my friends or with my family, and someone would book the call at 4 p.m. I have to rush. I have to leave whatever I'm doing. I have to rush home and sit in front of my computer, laptop, and when I join in, they wouldn't show up. So that was really, really frustrating. So again, I went back to TGO resources. I followed the post-call booking sequence, the nurture sequence, everything. We implemented a couple of things. I got in call with Ashita. So we somehow were able to manage the no-shows, reschedules. But that's when I thought, I think as a coach, if I get on the calls, of course, I'm going to convert more people because of the trust. But if I have someone as a fitness consultant who is also quote unquote closer, who is going to take on the sales call, that would also really work. So when I was taking the calls myself, that month I did 56,000 on the first 20 days. It took me 20 days to make 56,000. But when I had a sales closer, of course, she was good. She made 1 lakh in just 7 days. So I thought I'm the only best person who can get on the sales call and convert people. But when I hired a professional, when I had someone who knows this stuff within my team, things just really skyrocketed. So anyone who's watching this, who's on the edge of getting or building a team, who's also had a thought that only they can do what they're doing in a well, if you hire the right people with the right mindset, they will take your team and business to a very next level. So investing in people is also a great strategy that I never regret on.
Brilliant stuff. And one quick question while you were saying this, it came to my mind, right? A lot of these coaches today are very skeptical about taking services or paying to somebody who is not doing it everything for them, right? They want somebody who provides them done for you landing page and they run their ads and all that stuff, right? And while you chose to work with a company which is providing you a mentorship and a system on how to do it yourself, right? So what was your mindset there, and weren't you tempted that okay, you just pay an agency some big fat money and then they do everything
that was
for you?
about to happen. So before I contacted TGO, there was another what do you call agency, done for you agency, where I just give them money, they run ads, they make me create the video, they take my video, run ads, they put people onto the calendar and I have to convert. So they offer the same pricing as TGO did. I almost was about to get on a call with them, and also at the same time I saw ads from you TGO. But the reason why I went with TGO is because it was very niche down. It was specifically speaking to me, and there was a lot of social proof. With the agency, they were new. There was not a lot of social proofs, and it was not specifically built for me. Even though the pricing was almost the same, but TGO was specifically talking to me. TGO knew my pain point, what I need exactly. So I thought a mentorship, even though it's not a done for you, it would be a good thing, because I'm also learning this, because just coaching, just knowing how to coach people is not going to make you money. It will make you money, but if you want to go to the next level and scale up things, you have to also know the business part. So I thought maybe educating myself would be a better option. So I actually canceled the call with that agency. I messaged them, hey, sorry, I'm going up with a different team, and I got in a call with your team, and I went ahead. So yeah, learning was essential for me, and that's still going on.
Brilliant stuff, and I am glad that it worked out well for you in the end, right? Now, in hindsight, if you look back, right, do you think if you would have found an agency who's into fitness doing it for you, or would you still now, if you had given a chance, you would still go with some with a company that mentors you and guides you that you can do it yourself? So what would be your take now if you had to take a decision in the past?
You mean now, if a company who's actually into fitness approaches a mentorship and done for you, would I go with them?
Yeah, in the past, if they would have come to you now that you know that you have now learned it yourself. Now, if you could go back into the past and you found an agency that is completely in fitness and they can do everything for you, right, but at a higher price, or would you rather want to again still go back and learn it yourself?
That time, if someone told me that, of course I would have gone for the done with you or done for you service, because of course I wanted it to get easy, and the price was a very, very big thing, because I did not have any money at all. The deposit, the token amount for TGO, I actually after I got on the call with your team, I called my sister, please, I need some money, just give me, I'll give you when I get my salary also. So money was a very, very big issue on that. So yeah, no matter what, I think I would have gone with TGO for this, because it was low barrier, low friction for me to enter. And I think TGO also provides anyway done for you service as well.
Yeah.
So at that time, regardless, I would have still gone with TGO, because pricing was a deal breaker.
Makes sense. Makes complete sense, Sathish. And I'm glad that you mentioned that, and I feel that you would also would want to know before delegating your ads and everything to somebody, to an agency. If now when you do it, you will be far more educated. You know exactly what they're doing, and they can't make a fool out of you, right? Because you have the basics.
That's correct.
In hashed out now, right? So I mean, the last question that I have for you, Sathish, I won't take a lot of your time as well, is For any other coach who's watching this, right, perhaps doing a job on a gym floor, or perhaps doing a corporate job, or perhaps stuck in some 9 to 9 fitness or nutrition company, what would your advice be for their goal of starting an online business?
Most of them were struggling with. I have been in their shows, except for mom and dads, because I'm still not married, so I cannot relate with fathers and mothers. But except for others, I can relate. I did not have time. I did not have any money at all. I think it's only there are two kinds of people who just making the efforts and hope that things work out, and they just, when someone asks why isn't it working, they can just blame it. I'm putting in the efforts, but nothing's working. And the second set of people where they put in efforts, they take ownership of whatever that is currently going, and they actually make some changes on it, make multiple iterations, and keep changing stuff. They're the ones succeed, because deep down, all of us, we have a goal, but the reason why they are not there is because we probably missed doing some foundational or ground foundational work that we are guilty of, but we won't accept it. If people just accept it that their program is actually not good, probably they have to lower their price because they're new in the market, they have no social proof. Most people, if they accept the fact that they're missing something, and if they work on it, it is going to work out well. And just not giving up and constantly upgrading yourself, testing things out, that's the only thing that is going to work. That's what worked well for me. And if people accept the fact of their current situation, of their weakness, if they accept and work on it, of course they're going to be successful, more successful than me.
Brilliant stuff. You're very kind to say that, Sathish, and it shows your mindset as well on how you have yourself gone and taken yourself out from that struggling situation to now almost thriving with your business online. Right. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot more revenue that you're going to be making in the coming months, weeks, and years. So thanks a lot for your time, Sathish. It was a pleasure to have you, and I'm sure a lot of people would learn a lot about from your journey to actually take that first step towards building their online business as well.
Thank you, Akshay. That was a lot kind of you to get me on the podcast, where you gave an opportunity to get on the call with you. So it was a very, very brilliant session. Had a great time here. Yeah, and wishing you great success for you and the team. Once again, I wanted to thank the team of Madhushri, Anuba ma'am, Abhishek, and Harshita. They were really, really helpful. No matter how silly the question was, I was asking in the school group. So yeah, and thank you, Akshay, as well for founding TGO. You are changing lives, so keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much, Sathish, and it's a pleasure to have people like you with such good mindset, with such big ambition join us, because TGO is nothing without success stories like yours that actually change lives, right? So I think you have an equal contribution towards making TGO what it is by becoming successful and applying things. Because at the end of the day, we can only give you the resources, we can only give you the systems, we can only give you the roadmap, but it's you who's actually hustling, it's you who's investing your time, money, effort, and you are in making things turn into a reality, right? So yeah, it was a pleasure having you inside, and I only wish you the very best in the future as well.